Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Ben and I do daily outdoor adventures all summer long. So as you know, I just got back from a sailing trip. It was a really good trip, and today I'm just going to do a little trip debrief and just tell you guys like where I went and all that good stuff in case you missed the trip. Definitely check out those videos on my channel, and let's get into today's video. I don't really have much for you guys today. I'm just doing a bunch of editing of my sailing trip, but I thought I'd take a little bit of time at least and explain more details about our trip. So we drove down to North Carolina, Deep Creek, North Carolina. It's pretty close to Elizabeth City, North Carolina, if you know where that is. And the first day we just got all ready, and then the second day we left the dock at Deep Creek and we headed out. Deep Creek is right on the Little River in North Carolina, so a lot of people know where that is. It's just like half an hour from there. So we got out in the Little River, and that's about an hour outside the Little River. And then we got out in the Almirah Sound, where we did some sailing and some trolling, and we encountered a pretty big thunderstorm there. But then after that, the sun came out for a little bit at least, and we head up the Pataskataink River and towards Elizabeth City. We went under the Elizabeth City drawbridge and headed up the Intercoastal Waterway, and we got to Goat Island, which, if you don't know where that is, it's about an hour upstream of Elizabeth City. So it's a pretty nice anchorage, and I did some kayaking there, all that good stuff. And so day 3 we got up and we left early on the ICW, and we got to the Dismal Swamp Canal. We went through the lock perfectly fine. Things were going perfectly smoothly through the canal. The sun was out. It was all good. But then we encountered a tree down in the middle of the canal, and we were the first boats to see it. So at first we thought we could get by, but it was too big, so we couldn't. We tried to move it with our boat. We had to call people, and it was just a huge ordeal to get people out there to get the tree cleared. But finally it got cleared and we were able to move on. So that was a bit of an adventure, but we got through it. And later that day we proceeded into Norfolk, Virginia, and the next day we just did boat projects and cleaned the boat. I did some running and all that good stuff on the marina in Norfolk. So then after that, we left Norfolk in the morning. We headed out of Norfolk. We saw a really cool aircraft carrier that was awesome, and we headed out Hampton Roads, out into the Chesapeake Bay. We did some sailing up the bay, and then we ended up about 20 miles north to this place that's north of Deltaville, Virginia, if you know where that is. There's like a little hidden bay area called Little Bay, and there's a really cool beach there. Definitely recommend it. It's one of my favorite anchorages I've been to. We did some exploring around the beach there, and the next day we continued up the Chesapeake Bay. We did some more sailing, and it was another just great day. The sun was shining, and I think we got into Smith's Creek, which is off the Potomac River, like 5 miles upstream of the Potomac River. That was another really nice anchorage. And the next day, we got up and visited Point Lookout State Park, which was awesome. I've been there before, but I loved my Maryland State Park, so I had to go there if I was going right past it. We did some kayaking, all that good stuff there at Point Lookout, and then we headed up the Chesapeake Bay, and then we turned up the Patuxent River and headed into Solomon's Island, where I got picked up, and then I drove back, and now I'm here talking to you guys the next day. So it was a really packed trip, and I don't know how good of a job I did explaining it, but like I said, if you haven't already, definitely check out the videos, because they say it all in more detail. But I was just thinking what to do today, because I'm just doing a bunch of editing, and I'll probably be doing some more adventures around here. Tomorrow, probably a mountain biking day, so if you're into that stuff, stay tuned for tomorrow's video. And we're going to be doing some fishing. We got some camping trips coming up, and we're getting pretty into the summer pretty much, so I'm super excited, and I hope you stick around for my next adventures. And that's all I got for you today, but I'll see you guys next time.